Whoa, to walk hard, hard. Let them sing, let them know how to go through life my whole life through. You already know it's nothing new, but the truth be told, things that are new do happen every day, so be ready, woohoo. Walk hard, hard. That's my creed. My code, walk bold, bold, walk hard. Let them hear, let them know. What's going on, guys? I am chilling out in my backyard. Change of view. What's going on? Got some brewskis. Brewski dooskies. Probably going to be a short video. Only got 11% battery life, but weird coincidence. I'm charging my phone. You see that window up there? There is my roometh. And I was charging my phone. I got this cool Silent Hill shirt, Bam Shablam. Been getting a lot of cool shirts from online. Temu, actually, Temu has a lot of great things. It's hard because it's basically an online sweatshop, but it's hard because they got good shirts for cheap prices. And now I've been making them as posters on my wall. I just fucking started nailing them up. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put these on my wall. Like, these are too cool to even wear outside. But my whole point was I was charging up my phone up on my window because I can't really charge it out here. And I get up to go and grab it because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna record a video because I'm just kind of sitting here, and I'm like, what to do? You know what? Let's change the pace because it's always out in my front porch. But now it's a really sunny day. It's still a little cold, but the weather's starting to pick up. It's really sunny, trying to get as much of the sun as I can. And right as I get up to grab it, then my friend Wyatt calls me. My phone starts ringing. I'm like, what the hell? So they're gonna be coming over here soon. And I kind of got to make some chairs for them if we're going to sit outside. We can sit on my porch too, honestly. It's a little cold, starting to get chilly. But, have some Utica clubs. I was trying to make a cool Instagram video, and I wanted to make it where I'm like smoking some tobacco, and then I open up the beer and do it like that. So I have 4 open beer containers just lying on the ground right now because I was trying to make it look cool. So here we are. But yeah, I'm just having some brewskis, Utica Club, bam, so enjoying some of nature's beauty, and you know how it goes. You know how it be. Just having some tobacco, acky, flippy, flappy. You know. Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna chill out here though. We'll see. Maybe if my phone is still on, you can see them. They'll come into frame. That'd be kind of cool if we could all record and just having a smoke. But probably won't do that yet right now because it's getting a little chill. It's still chill. We're still in the 20s, but it's supposed to be going up into the 40s next week, which is awesome. And I kept telling myself, got some organic freaking American spirit. It's better. I feel like, apparently they have no pesticides, so why not, right? They have no chemicals compared to American spirits that have 4, and then compared to Marlboros that have like 30. So, wow. But yeah, so us enjoying nature's beauty. Had a nice fucking day today. Realistically, I had my brother come over and another friend come over last night, and then we all just kind of passed out. My friend passed out on the floor. My brother left. I didn't even realize I fell asleep. We were watching some anime, I think Vampire Hunter D, and I just passed out. And I woke up, and I just had my sweatshirt over me to keep my legs warm, but it wasn't that cold. It was pretty warm in my room, and he's passed out, and I was like, man, the sun is out. It's beaming. I'm sitting outside. I just got a smile on my face. I felt so good, and I'm like, fuck this, dude. I'm gonna go to the store and get some orange juice, get some cups. I'm gonna make my homie some breakfast because you know what? It feels good to do that. I don't normally do that, but I was like jovial. I was like, we had a lot of beers last night. Let me get you some water, brother. Let me get you some eggs. Made like 10 eggs. It's like, let me get you some good nutrition for the morning and some water and some orange juice to help with all that beer that you just had. Get your body some good nutrition. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a good balance. But I go over to the store. It's probably like a 15-minute walk, maybe like 10, I'd say. It's not that far. It's like a block, and then I have to go over a bridge, and then it's kind of a walk, but not too far. But I almost get there, right? And then I realize I don't have my card on me, and I'm like, fuck, man. But you know what? I was already invested. Sometimes I'd rather just chill out, but I was invested, and I was like, all right, I went back home, grabbed the card, and went there. Came back, made some freaking eggs. We chilled, watched Jackie Chan Adventures for a little bit. Then he broke out. I took a shit, hanged out a little bit, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna enjoy this today. I had a good workout yesterday and the day before. I'm just gonna enjoy it and chill out. And yeah, but I realize too, because a lot of times when I wake up in the morning, sometimes I feel very groggy and sad and depressed. But maybe not depressed. Like there's nothing wrong. I don't like these words too much because we get way too caught up in these words. But I just feel, I always feel kind of like etherically lethargic and shit. But since my friend was there to actually help keep a compass in my brain to kind of be like, wait a second, no, I don't want to be like that or feel like that, you know. So it kind of made me realize how even more like friends are important. Hanging out with people is important. It's good for you. There's times like I made a video last night, but I took it off because I brought up my dad, and when I bring up examples of people, I don't normally wasn't really trying to shit on him, but I don't know if he watches my videos or not, but out of respect, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this off because I don't really like if I'm gonna bring an example of somebody, I try not to say their name. I'll say my friend or I know somebody who does this or that, but I'm not really trying to like shit on them per se. You know what I'm saying? Though in a way, I'm probably trying to point out their logic like passively, but this isn't anything I haven't told them before. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, if I'm saying something behind somebody's back or saying something like that, I usually tell them to their face too, or you know if I'm conversating with them. For the most part, I try to be like that. I don't really think there's anything wrong with talking about someone behind their back personally. If you also have the kahunas for the most part to say the things you're saying behind them in front of them, you know what I mean? So it's not really talking bad about them. You would say that anyways in front of them. But yeah, I took it down and I made some valid points in the video, but it was still for that reason. I kind of saw it. I was like, I'm gonna take this off. But this is a lot nicer. Got my backyard here, beautiful. I have my phone resting. I need to get a tripod, but it's I got this awesome playground in my backyard. I can do dips on. I got a punching bag over there. Maybe I'll pick it up. I'll show you guys my fucking awesome thing that I got. Let's see. Let's see. Got to do this carefully so I don't fucking press pause on the video. That would suck. But yeah, got this whole playground. Got my punching bag right there. I mean, truly, 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 I would say that I was incredibly blessed to get this place because I'm a man who does like to work out and do martial arts, and it was there, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I can get a punching bag. The punching bag was $100 at Dick's, but it's one of those things that is an actual investment that you can use for a long period of time. So it's actually a good investment. Well, let me roll this bad boy up, some tobacco, or my homies get here. It's my friend and his girlfriend, so we chill out. We're good friends. We all kind of met at the same time. I met him before her, but me and him weren't like kicking it like that. And then through the grace of God, we all started hanging out. And honestly, uh, it's weird. The crazy thing is too, right? So my grandpa, I have very sentimental memories of this place. He lives up on this hill in this city I live in, small city, like big town, I would say. Um, but he lives in this all the way up on this hill, basically. And I started hanging out with them out of happenstance, and we'd see each other like very coincidentally, bump into each other, hang out, realize we shared a lot of the same views and topics on certain type of things. And then I start to find out that because okay, I grew up in this house, my grandpa's house, when I was like a baby, and then I moved to Washington State when I was 3, and then I came back when I was 12. My grandpa was alive at the time. I would go up there and stay there every week for a while until my uncle, after my grandpa passed away, then my uncle had the house, but then he ended up selling it because it was a lot to deal with. It's a big house. He ended up selling it probably when I was around 19, 20, and so I would be up there a lot, you know. So that was like that's like very sentimental to me. But then it turns to find out that my homie, he actually lives, he grew up in this. I remember there's this mansion-looking house across the street, and it always looked like an abandoned mansion, like it looked haunted or something. Finds out he lived there his whole life. He was living there the whole entire time. And his girlfriend, actually, they met. Oh, the screen's getting dark, so I got 5%. So this battery might end. I can't even see my face now, which is fine. But his girlfriend lived down the street. You know, I don't even think they knew that at the time. So coincidentally, just so even weirder, you know, I pick up the phone, and I'm picking up the phone because I'm gonna record a video. So it wasn't like I just want to look at my phone. It was like, you know what, I'm just gonna record a video right now. Weird how life works. Honestly, while I talk about it, I'm like, okay, this is a little weird. It's like we're in a fucking movie or something like that, you know. There's a scene from Lord of the Rings I remember it really hit me, and it was Gandalf talking to what's his name, Frodo. And I remember this is when I was smoking pot at the time, but it was like Gandalf was looking at me and he was just like, Frodo, you were meant to find the ring, just like this was supposed to happen. Da 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 da. there's certain things basically. I'm butchering the quote, but he's like basically there's certain things in your reality that are gonna happen, that were meant to happen. You know, God willing, good things for the most part, right? But like little like watch the Marvel movies. There's certain points that are just like canon arc. You know, like Ben Parker dying for Spider-Man or some shit like that. And he's like, but it's the time in the middle, basically, the time you have been given is your choice on what you're gonna do in the meantime. And it was like he was looking right at me. It was like God through him was like looking right at me. And I pray God that doesn't happen. Fucking, I just had a thought. I'm like, oh God, what if some things are? I don't really like to have that deterministic kind of fashion in my mind because I think we have a lot more choice depending on certain situations that are for us. You know, we have way more control than we think. And you have people that say, you know, you just got to trust the universe and let the universe guide you. But you are also the universe according to that logic. So that also means that you have the power of determination. But obviously, there's certain things like my grandpa dying that was like out of my control. I can't control him from passing away, you know. But I can control my health and the choices that I make and the things that. It's really hard to roll this, by the way, because it's fucking cold. But I can control my health and the things that I do, and if I'm working out and you know my karate and all that type of stuff, and you know I can control that. Um, so you have a lot more control than you think. But so the funny thing is, if you guys have noticed in my a little bit older videos, my two front teeth were bucked out, right? So I ended up me, Jane, and Wyatt. I said their name. My bad. Shit. Oh well, whatever. Um, we end up going to New York City, and then after we're coming back, his parents invite us to dinner, and I have a great time with them. I finally go into this haunted-looking mansion house, and it's actually fucking beautiful. These motherfuckers are loaded, and I don't mean that in like, oh, they're loaded, but they're really well off. It's fucking gorgeous, right? And I have a really good conversation with them. I have because they have some other friends over. We're having a dinner. His mom is super excited. I really appreciated this about her that she was super excited about. Like it was like course meals. She was bringing out meals, and she's like, first before we eat, I want to let you know what's in this food and what is this and blah blah blah. And I was like, dude, I love that she like cares so much about what it is that we're eating and stuff. She has an appreciation for life, you know. And we end up having a pretty deep emotional talk about parents and all this type of stuff. And let's light this bad boy if I can find my lighter. And you know, it was just a really good connection. But then all of a sudden, my friend Wyatt is like, he hits me up and he's like, my mom wants to help fix your teeth. And I was like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah, she wants to like get you whole new teeth and all this type of shit. And dude, I mean, God is good, brother. Like seriously, God is good. I, you know, I can't speak for everybody else, but you know, I've been through crummy things, and if you've seen some of my videos, you'll understand there's certain things, and there's many other things that I haven't explained that I've been through. Maybe I will in other videos, but God is good, man. And so now I'm supposed to keep going, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, are you sure? Like, and she's like,